Derbyshire win by 1 wicket in a thriller at Northampton. When play came to a close on day 3, Northants had put themselves in a strong position. They had Richard Levy and Ricardo Vasconcelos to thank for that, their lead of 231 largely down to the pair's attacking day 3 display. But there was still work to do. The 4th day of play would see beautiful batting conditions prevail in Northampton, so if victory was to remain in their sight, they'd have to increase that lead as much as possible. Saif Zaib had picked up an important half-century in Northants' first innings, and he would be joined by Nathan Buck to resume the innings as play got underway. But Tony Palladino would remove Buck quickly, caught in the slips by Wayne Madsen for 5. Sanderson would follow 2 balls later, bowled for a duck, Northants only managing to add 1 run to their overnight total, the target for Derbyshire 233. With almost 3 whole sessions left to bat, they had a real chance of reaching that target. But the chase wouldn't get off to a straightforward start. Sanderson striking with his second ball, Billy Godalman bowled for a duck, Derbyshire's captain and a potential match winner gone without a run to his name. Wayne Madsen and Tom Lace would be undeterred. They batted through the morning session, boundaries were at a premium and the going was slow but steady. By the time they'd reached lunch, they'd taken Derbyshire to 85 for 1. A good start, but still some way to go with 148 more runs needed to win. Madsen would reach 50 after the break, his side approaching 100. But Lace wouldn't be able to emulate him, bowled by Brett Hutton for 39. The second wicket partnership had put on an important 94 runs, and Derbyshire were growing in confidence. But Ben Sanderson would remove the danger-man Madsen with one that nipped back in. Trapped LBW for 62, Northants now finding some momentum after the break. And it would continue. Gary Wilson run out by Josh Cobb for 1. Sanderson would then pick up his third of the innings, Matt Critchley edging through to Vasconcelos to depart for 4. 4 wickets had fallen for just 24 runs, and a chase that had looked to be in Derbyshire's hands was now thrown into doubt. Harvey Hossain and Alex Hughes would survive through to tea without further damage, and take their side into the interval at 155 for 5, requiring 78 runs to win. They'd managed to add just 3 after play resumed before Nathan Buck picked up the crucial scalp of Hughes. Anuj Dal would join Hussain and take the target down into the 30s. Dal's innings would be ended by Luke Proctor, bowled by a Yorker for 14, a crucial wicket for the home side. Proctor would pick up a second soon after. Hardisville Yearn trapped LBW for 12. Hussain would lead the chase, he and Palladino taking the target into single figures, when Palladino would fall, bowled by Nathan Buck for 5. The target would drop to within 1 shot as Hussain ramped one round the corner for 4, bringing his 50 up in the process. But it would be last man Ravi Rampal who'd score the winning runs, nudging a boundary round the corner to seal victory for Derbyshire. It had been an impressive chase. Northants had been on top for large portions of the game, and a spell of 4 wickets for just 24 runs had them as favourites. Harvey Hossain had been the difference, batting well with the lower order, protecting them from the strike but continuing to accumulate as the wickets fell around him. Northamptonshire will be frustrated. They had an opportunity to extend their lead in the morning session and put even more pressure on Derbyshire, but the loss of 2 wickets for just 1 run ultimately cost them the game. They travel to Bristol to face a Gloucestershire side buoyed by their recent run of results next week, while Derbyshire will look to make 4th place their own as they head to Lords, Middlesex now trailing them by 3 points in the Division 2 table.